My wife and I were living in Helena, and I was at Carr Allison, a law firm in town, and she was at Children's Hospital working in the NICU. December of 2010 is when I felt the pain in my stomach that I couldn't shake. And that was the first time that this pain wouldn't go away, and we knew I had to get to the emergency room. The surgeon was clear that when he opened me up, he knew it wasn't right. And he said, it's desmoplastic, small round cell tumor. In that moment, you just feel like you're the only ones in the world going through it. And the white picket fence doesn't matter very much. After we absorbed the first blow of the news and had the family in and discussed it and talked about it, it became time to decide where we were going to go to get treatment. We decided Houston would be best, and so we chose MD Anderson. With surgery and with radiation, we're looking at 2 months at the minimum. That's if everything goes smoothly. That's if I have no complications with this very difficult surgery. Housing and where we're gonna live is not the top priority. I am prepared to sign a lease on an apartment for 3 months at $3,000 a month because it has to be furnished. Can't bring furniture, and it has to be month to month. I don't want to sign a 6-month lease. We may only be there 2 months. So $9,000 would have been gone from my bank account on just housing. We didn't have savings built up, and we also didn't know what the future looked like. And I have a friend in Helena who had a neighbor that had a sarcoma similar to mine and was getting treatment in Houston. And he wanted us to meet, just to encourage each other and talk. And I met her, and she mentioned, you need to look into Amschwann Sarcoma Cancer Foundation because they provide housing for out-of-town patients receiving treatment at MD Anderson with sarcoma. Got a free apartment with our own kitchen, with our own bedroom, and with people who loved us well through that extremely difficult time of loneliness, of sickness, of pain, of just a almost unbearable amount of unknown. There are volunteers with the foundation that are wanting to bring us meals and just love on us. And we also got adopted by a church in town that provided us gift cards and meals. And so we got the apartment and we got community. When I was back at work and living quote unquote normally, I really was wrestling with how am I going to tell my story? How am I going to tell God's story through me? I feel like cancer really brought perspective into what's important. And what motivated me was meeting people in a very difficult place and shining a light in it because I've been there. I've experienced that, and I want to share that in a way that somebody who hasn't been there just can't share it. I was talking to a friend one day and just kind of sharing these thoughts and here's what I'm thinking. Do you know anything that's out there or how I could kind of get plugged in? And he said, I had breakfast with this guy that started Red Mountain Grace. I had breakfast this morning with these guys from Red Mountain Grace, and you have to meet them. It's right up your alley. And within a week, I was sitting down with Jason Carroll and sharing my heart and hearing the vision of Red Mountain Grace, and the rest is history. UAB is a national standard in hospitals. People are coming from a great distance to come here. There's a pride in that people come to Birmingham for treatment. People come to Children's Hospital for treatment. And then my follow-up question is, where are they staying? Without fail, you can see the fact that that's never been thought of. And I wouldn't have thought about that before my experience in Houston. And so our vision is to provide a very practical thing in housing, but also with a very strong community aspect to it. We want to love them well. An apartment is very much needed, but there's a deeper need there that we want to meet. There's a struggle happening in these dark places that is extremely painful, extremely scary. And we want to be hope. We want to be hope through that apartment, to say, we're going to be with you through this struggle. And we want the Lord to shine brightly in it and in everything after it. When you start talking about the opportunity of meeting somebody in quite possibly the darkest moment of their life and saying, I see you, and I care, and God cares, and we're going to do this together. That's Red Mountain Grace.